We're master fixers. Toilets, toys, leaky faucets.
Great.
But we're not meant to fix everything alone, because you're not alone.
A new study finds that there has been a significant decline in men's mental health, and half of those feel like they can't get sufficient support.
So joining us to talk more about this is Mike Shoreman, mental health advocate, of course, a familiar face on the show as we covered his cross-lake journey on the paddleboard a couple of years ago. Mike, good to have you back this morning.
Great to be here with you both.
Really serious issue here, because men often don't talk about their mental health and their challenges or what they're kind of facing or dealing with here. So this campaign is really going to raise awareness and hopefully get men talking as much as anything.
Absolutely. So June is Men's Health Month, and the Canadian Men's Health Foundation has launched the Never Alone campaign, offering resources and support and tools with the new study that's been released, highlighting what Canadian men are experiencing with mental health right now, including increased stress levels, depression, and ultimately feelings of disconnection.
Yeah, let's talk about that disconnection, because a lot of the findings from this national survey of 2,000 men found that especially younger men, they're facing a lot of these isolation issues and struggles. And the statistics show, up 4% in 1 year in terms of moderate to high levels of stress. So what are the options for men out there when it comes to support? And why does it seem like it's not being addressed enough?
Yeah, so, the study also shows that one in two are at high risk of feeling extremely isolated. This is severely, the numbers go up when we're looking at men who live alone, men who are part of racialized communities, and dealing with that. So, the Canadian Men's Health Foundation and myself, we always talk about connection, what we can do to make ourselves feel better and improve our mental health, our well-being, and our overall health. And part of that is by connecting with people, having effective support networks. And we can do this by joining clubs, joining support groups, taking up hobbies that light us up and connect us with other people so that we can have conversations and interact with them. The Canadian Men's Health Foundation also offers webinars where men can connect with other men. They offer no-cost counseling services offered by TELUS Health, which is wonderful, that men can take advantage of, because talking with somebody is unburdening what we are feeling, especially now, with economic uncertainty and tariffs and the pressures that we all face, but men feel very burdened by. It's very important.
Mike, I'm sure you've been talking this up with your friends in your sort of social network about the fact that you're taking part in this and are sort of a spokesperson for this. I wonder what kind of conversations that sparks. Are people saying, hey, yeah, I never thought about that, or yeah, we don't, like what's the reaction been from the people when you say, hey, we're doing this because of this?
Absolutely, no. So I think now more than ever, it's needed. So I'm hearing, this is amazing that this organization is rolling out this campaign, offering resources and supports, and being interested in how can we access them. Maybe I didn't, it makes people think and reflect on how they're doing. And taking stock in, I am feeling depressed, I am feeling stressed, and maybe I'm not where I was last year, and maybe I should take a look at that.
Mike, I have 3 young boys, and I'm always talking to them about, hey, how'd you do at school? Sharing their feelings and, trying to tap into their emotions and things like that. How can parents at home, moms, parents of boys, begin that conversation so that they're not feeling like they need to be hesitant about opening up, that they're willing to be vulnerable?
So I think one of those things is by sharing your experiences and sharing your struggles. And opening up dialogue in a non-confronting, open way, saying, you know, how are you doing? This is what I did today, and this is how I'm feeling. I think kids, especially young people who are living at home, they're always listening, right?
Yeah. So
they're listening to what mom and dad are talking about. They're talking about, you know, work stresses, life stresses. So, you know, talking about that in a safe way, and making sure that young ears especially feel that it's safe at home to talk about
And
these
kind
things.
of set the path forward there, indeed. Mike Shoreman,
Absolutely.
always appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being here. Good luck with this campaign. Thanks so much. Good to see you.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, hashtag never alone. Get involved. Thank you so much, Mike.